I am trying to get to 2300, and in today's video, I'll be playing 3 very instructive rapid chess games where I'll be explaining my thought process as best as I can, and the games are also going to be very entertaining. Stick around, watch to the end, and without further ado, let's get some games started. Okay, we have a 2280 rated player here. We are playing with the white pieces. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Okay, opponent finally responded. Thought opponent was going to abort the game. Okay, let's go for the Scotch Gambit. Looking at going for the Scotch Gambit. Let's see what my opponent opponent is going for this sideline. Going to castle here. Opponent captures here, I capture here. And it can be very dangerous for my opponent here. So let's see how opponent handles this. Opponent plays this. Let's capture here. I think a move like this should be good. Immediately putting pressure on this pawn. Let's see how opponent handles this. Let's see how opponent handles this. I'm looking at pushing this pawn forward. If opponent plays a move like this comes to mind. If opponent plays a move like this, I think I can. Okay, I thought I could just go capture here. And after the trade, I play a move like this. But the problem is that my piece is not defended. That is one of my problems here. So opponent is thinking how to defend here. If opponent tries to defend here, we can capture here and then capture here. Also, a move like this, trying to put pressure here comes to mind as well. So, but the problem is that the moment I play this move, the moment I play this move, opponent is able to play this move and opponent is keeping this defended. I think from what I've studied, this is the way to go. I think pushing this pawn forward and asking opponent to capture or capture one way should be the way to go. But let's see how my opponent handles this. So after a move like this, if opponent captures, we can capture. And after the trade, we come back here. And then this move can be very, very dangerous. That move can be very dangerous. And opponent has gone into a very deep think. Opponent is feeling like something might not be right here. Something might not be right here. Let's see what opponent comes up with. Okay, opponent strike this way. Let's go here regardless. Opponent is going to capture here. And then I have this move. And if opponent captures here, I have this move. If opponent captures with the queen, we can always capture here. And if opponent captures here, okay, I was thinking maybe after a trade here, we can go land a check here. The problem is that they're capturing with the queen, so there is no check there. There is no check there. The queen is defending that check. So let's help opponent handle this. If opponent captures here, that is opening up this file, and I'm immediately going into that file. And if opponent captures here, I feel like landing a check here. Except my opponent just comes back with the queen. They can. I wanted to say they can't. They can. They can't. They really can't. Ooh, it looks interesting, guys. So if opponent captures here, I think we have a check here. And if opponent blocks this way, we just capture here. But opponent can capture here then I have this move. And opponent is pinned. Opponent can then... Okay, opponent goes here. I guess there's no need for all of that calculations. So let's go here instead. Let's ask the queen some questions immediately. Evil queen, what is your plan? So that move coming from 100 miles away. Problem is I'm forgetting my lines. That's the problem. That's one of the problems. All right, let's go here. I think this might be the way to go. A move like this I like. Doesn't seem to work now. I wish I could land this move. I don't have it. A move like this and then landing a check here comes to mind. The moment I land a check, can't opponent just block this way? Okay. Let's say I capture here. Opponent can capture with the queen as well. And there is nothing. So let's go here. Let's start putting pressure on this pawn immediately. Let's start putting pressure here. So let's help opponent handle this mess. Opponent, how are you handling this mess? Okay. Opponent decide this is the way to go. I think I'm interested in just capturing here. Opponent, opponent is saying justice. Count me out of any of these shenanigans. Count me out. If I go capture here, and my opponent play and capture this way. Okay, I thought I had some other moves. I think I can go capture here. I should be winning a piece here. Should be winning something here. Let's go grab this. I really feel like landing this check. Opponent captures with the queen. Land the check again. Ooh. Let's say I land this check. Opponent captures with the rook. We just deliver this checkmate. So if I capture here, if opponent captures with the queen, we can capture here. No, we capture here. Opponent can capture with the king. Then we capture here. So we are going to end up trading all of this for that. It doesn't seem to work. I'm not buying it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Maybe it is the best move, but who knows? Maybe I just missed the best move. Opponent just resigns. Opponent just saves themselves the stress and resigns. Problem is I'm just trying to find the follow-up. I think I may have missed something here. I know it is usually very decisive. And I think my position here is already completely winning because I'm up the exchange. But I'm looking, I think maybe I may have missed the final blow. But let's quickly see. Opponent resigned on move 14. Scotch Gambit is crazy. I played that game with 78.5% accuracy. Opponent played with 73.3%. Position was slightly better for me at the end of the day. I know I missed some decisive move. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. It was the Scotch Gambit, and opponent went for this, and we can castle here. If opponent captures here, we are going to have, if opponent captures here, we are going to have massive leading development. It is wild. So opponent knows not to capture there. Opponent is just not trying to get greedy. I captured there, which is not the best move. Oh, the best move is to play this move. I need to revisit my Scotch Gambit. It's just that I do not really face this line very often. I do not face this line very often, which is why I usually forget the line. So I captured here instead, and then I play this move. Now the move is okay. Position is slightly better for me, and I remember that move. And after this trade, oh, I thought that was a move. That was not it. I thought that was a move. Okay, I should have gone here. I actually thought of this move and just trying to go here, but I did not. And after this move, I captured here, which is a miss. Engine wants me to play moves like this and go here. Okay, guys, we need to revisit our opening. So I capture here, and opening just offered me the rook. I captured here. Okay, which is the best move? But before I captured here, I was already calculating. Before I captured here, I was already calculating stuff like this. And if opponent captures here, I land checkmate. But opponent is not going to capture there because opponent is not a blunder master. Let's quickly get another game started. Okay, we have a 2200 rated player here, -1 rating point. I've lost to this guy once before. Let's see if I can get this win this time around. I'm looking at going for the Hennig Gambit. It is the Karukan defense. The Hennig Gambit, I should not be playing at this point, but who am I? If I'm not having fun playing Gambit, what am I doing? Okay, I think we should play this move. Shouldn't we? If we go back here, we are losing material. If we go here, which I'm interested in playing, opponent might strike this way. A move like this I kind of like. I think we should play this move and then just castle the king. Oh my goodness. Just give up a pawn like that. All right, but let's see. Let's see. This is going to be an attacking chess at the very least. At the very least, it's going to be some wide attacking chess. Let's go here. I'm looking at playing a move like this and trying to maybe put my piece here, put my queen here. My knight usually belongs here in the Hennig Gambit, but in this position the knight has been misplaced. I think we can say so. Let's go here. Where do I put this knight now? I'd love to go capture here, but for now I do not see where I'm putting the knight. So where am I putting my knight so that move can become a possibility? If I go here, opponent captures and my queen is under attack. So what else can I play? Was going here better? Position is very tactical. The position can get very tactical now. I think the position should be slightly better for my opponent. Opponent has a pawn advantage, and I'm left with double pawns. All right, let's defend this way. Opponent would love to roll their queen over here. Oh, I thought you were planning to roll your queen over there. Not really. That was my thought initially. Guys, I like my position, I won't lie. Look at all my pieces, guys. Just take a look at all my pieces. The moment opponent plays a move like this, my piece is going here, and isn't the queen trapped? Opponent's queen is trapped, except opponent queen has this move. Except the evil queen has that move. What if I capture here first? Opponent can't capture. Guys, look at what I almost missed. We have a pin here. So what do we know about pinned pieces? They only give you an illusion of defense. I was already calculating some very sophisticated stuff here, but we can just capture here. And opponent is going to resign. Opponent is just going to resign because the threat now is to capture here again. It is GG's. It is GG's. And if opponent doesn't even do anything, I have this move now. And this move, oh, it doesn't work now. It doesn't work now because my opponent has this check then. Told you guys is going to resign. Let's see what happened in this game. I played with 75.3% accuracy. Opponent played with 58.7. Not the best game for my opponent. The reason my accuracy was so low was because I was going for a gambit that is not too sound. And you see that immediately I went for the gambit, the engine is screaming, which is this. This is called the Hennig Gambit. At the beginner level, it works like magic. And then I just blundered a pawn. Okay, I should have just played a move like this. It makes sense now. But opponent can capture here and still get this pawn, but then maybe I get to put my knight here and I should be fine. Instead I played it this way. Opponent captures here, I capture with the pawn. The ancient wanted me to just trade the knight. I was not interested, and then I went back here. Okay, I was trying. Okay, this move makes sense now. I'm just putting pressure here and trying to double up my opponent's pawn. Okay, maybe opponent plays this move, but okay, it doesn't work. If opponent plays this move, my own time to play this move. Well, we did not play any of that. And then I just hopped in here. Okay, the engine wanted me to play this move. I don't think this should be a good move, but let's see. Maybe that would be an amazing move. It wasn't a good move. The engine wanted my opponent to push pawn forward. The position was crazy, straight out of the opening. All logical moves is not logical enough. Okay, now I see why this move is even better. That's because it sets up this threat while also defending this. Okay, but I did not play that. Instead, opponent strike with this way. We traded. and then I swing my other rook into the game. Opponent played this move. Opponent was just, I don't know what opponent was thinking. Opponent missed this. I almost missed it. Pinned pieces, it gives you illusion of defense. I was already calculating all kinds of stuff here, but then I realized opponent played this move, and I was thinking, can I capture here and remove my opponent's defender? Then I realized, oh, why not even capture here now? And I just captured here, and my opponent resigns. Let's get another game started. Okay, we have a 2300 rated player here. We are playing with the white pieces. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Opponent is going for the French defense. French defense it is. Let's go exchange. Let's go for the exchange variation. Let's see what opponent comes up with here. Let me defend this pawn. A move like this comes to mind, and a move like this. Opponent is stopping me from playing that. Let's go here. I'm looking at playing a move like this, trying to get rid of my not very sound bishop. Not very sound bishop. Let's go here. Okay, opponent might get rid of their own bishop as well. It is a part 2. It's a part 2 here. Now I'm threatening to capture here, capture here. I'm threatening to capture here. I'm also threatening to capture here. Is my opponent going to defend both of that? Doesn't look like my opponent can. A move like this, opponent can play this move. Then I go here. Looks wide, looks wide. Let's go here. I kind of like this move. Why am I not just capturing this pawn? That should be the question. I think I'm going to castle first. Let me not get greedy and end up in serious trouble. So let me castle first. And if my opponent allows me, I feel like capturing here. Okay, the moment I capture here, opponent is going to hit me with this move. There's something I worry about again. I move away, simply move away. That's a lot of pressure here. So maybe I do not want to be a party to that. A move like this and capturing this piece, opponent just captures here, opens up this diagonal. Not something I'm also very interested in. Okay, let's, what do we do? What do we do? I think I'm going to grab a pawn. Might as well just grab a pawn for my troubles. Let's grab a pawn here. Let's see what opponent is up to here. I'm simply saying, opponent, teach me what you know. Teach me what you know. Move like this comes to mind. That doesn't look like a very good move. Let's go here. I'm up a pawn, but can I hold on to my pawn? That should be the question. Question is, justice, you are up a pawn. Can you hold on to that pawn? Go here. I'm looking at swinging here. I'm bringing my piece over here. That's something I'm calculating. Swinging my rook here, bringing this bishop, this knight here, and this is defended. I'm also looking at swinging here now, especially now that my opponent already castled. Okay, opponent plays this move. Okay, I'm okay playing this move now. Okay, for a moment I thought I could just immediately go here. I can't do that. So for all of my troubles, I'm up a pawn. All of my troubles, I have a pawn. Yes, I have a pawn to hold on to and say, okay, this is what I'm suffering for. Crazy stuff. I can say this is the pawn I'm suffering for. All right. I think I should go here, shouldn't I? Yes, I should go here. I don't want to push my pawn forward. It feels sad. It feels bad to push that pawn forward. So I'm not going to push the pawn forward. We need to make sure this is defended. And we need to play moves like this just to make sure our rooks are connected as well. Because if the rook is not connected, I need to watch out for moves like this. If my rook is not defended this way, the opponent can just sack here and I can't capture here. So we need to start watching out for all of those crazy tactics. A move like this I'm interested in playing. A move like that I do not have at the moment. Pushing this pawn forward now, I'm looking at playing, but I'll be left with an isolated pawn. That might be a way to go. Opponent is also going to be left with an isolated pawn. And maybe I get to use my bishops, my knights on these squares instead of the knight just sitting here. Especially this knight, I'm not sure where to put it. If I put it here, opponent just captures and I'm left with double pawns. So pushing pawn here looks sad, but may not be as sad as it looks. Why did my opponent even went back? Why did my opponent went back? If I push pawn, opponent can capture. I capture here. What else? I'm looking at maybe playing moves like this. Maybe playing moves like this. Does that work for me? Do I want to give myself an isolated pawn for no reason? This pawn is going to be a backward pawn. A move like this, where am I going to? Opponent can easily hit me, and I have no squares, no square to move into. All right. I think I should just connect my rooks for now. Let's let's keep it slow and steady. Let's see what my opponent is up to. Let's connect the rooks this way. Maybe opponent is looking at doubling up somehow here. I'm looking at pushing my pawn here, playing moves like this and then going here. So what if opponent plays this move? I think I can strike with this move. Okay, I see my opponent's plan. Let's go here. Opponent wants to double up here and try to pick this up. I think it is a slow plan. I think it is slow. Let's go here. I'm looking at just putting my piece here now. But the moment I go here, I need to watch out for all of this nastiness. We can, so we are going there. Let's go here. A move like this looks interesting. That's an interesting move that doesn't seem to do much. But a move like this looks very good for me now. And this rook might be trapped. The rook might be trapped. If I had gone there earlier, opponent just captures here. And I end up losing material. But if I go there now, opponent's rook is trapped. So opponent cannot let me play that move. Because opponent would love to play this move, they do not have it. So if I go here now, maybe opponent strikes me with this move. Opponent doesn't. Opponent doesn't. I think opponent rook is gone. Opponent rook is gone. If opponent rook is gone, am I complaining? Not really. I'm not complaining. Give me the evil rook. Give me that evil rook. Single rook cannot be that evil. Okay. This square. Oh, what am I calculating? Opponent has a square. What if I just go here? Opponent. Yes. What if I just go here? Where's the piece going? If I just go here, where's my opponent's piece going? I'm not seeing where the piece go. You go here, I can capture. 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 I think this should work. Give me that. All right, I think I will fancy a trade here. I would like to trade more material since I'm up material. I think I fancy a trade here. Opponent wants to trade the queen. Be my guest. Opponent might push pawn forward. I think I'm just going to capture here first. The opponent plays this move. Let's trade here first. Capturing the queen is a priority for me. Let's trade that queens. Game is on because opponent is saying game is on. And it just takes me hanging a piece and opponent will just be back in the game. So we just have to be careful. Grabbing this pawn now comes to mind. And I'm grabbing the pawn. I have two pass pawn. It is wide. Oh, not two, but I have a single pass pawn. Very strong pass pawn. So here, I want to start rolling the pawn and I want to make sure I can. And then I'm looking at playing a move like this. All right, where's my opponent's bishop going? Bishop looks like we are trading this bishop again. And the more trades we are having, the happier I am. Trades, it's just music to my ears. Trades here is music to my ears. I need to slow down, but while slowing down, I need to make sure I'm not giving up material. All right. Let's go here. Opponent wants to capture the be my guest. Start pushing this pawn. Let's go here. I want to trade the queens if my opponent trade the rook if my opponent lets me, but it looks like opponent cannot really do much about it. Doesn't look like my opponent can do much about it. Opponent captures here, I just capture here. And the more pieces leaving the game, the happier I am. If I play a move like this, opponent can push this pawn. Opponent can go here, which is not a move I kind of fancy. So I'm looking at pushing my pawn forward first. Let's say I go here, opponent captures here. I capture here, opponent capture here, then I start rolling my pawn. I just want to get pieces off the board, especially the rook. And if I get that, if I have this pawn rolling, it's just going to be a difficult pawn for my opponent to hold on to. And with the knowledge of that, I know I will be losing this pawn, but I'm just simplifying. That's exactly what I'm doing. Simplifying this y. This pawn is running. Pawn is just too fast. Opponent can capture here. I do not mind. So I knew I would be losing that pawn, but sometimes you don't have to hold on too much. You don't have to hold on to material too much, especially when you are up material. Sometimes you just want to simplify and get an easy end game, an end game where you cannot lose. So losing that pawn, it should be an excellent move. That should be a brilliant move. Well, not really a brilliant move, but when you are up material and you can simplify guys. Sometimes it might mean you giving up some material. Just give it up, simplify. This is an opponent realizes this is hopeless. An opponent smashed the resign button. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. I played that game with 93% accuracy. That is some grandmaster level stuff. Opponent played with 84.9. Let's see what happened in this game. I started the game with e4 as usual. Opponent went for the French defense. I decided to go into the exchange variation of the French defense, and I decided to try to spice it up by playing a move like this instead of going here. And very quickly, opponent took me into some deep forest. I was not too sure what was going on here, but I was still finding the best move. Okay, the engine wanted me to play this move. I also calculated this move, but the reason I did not go here is because I believe my opponent was just going to play a move like this. And if I capture here, maybe opponent plays a move like this, and maybe just castle to the king side, have a rook putting pressure here, and it is crazy, which is the reason I did not play this move and instead just castled. Then I captured here, which is the best move. At least let me grab a pawn. Okay, I should have withdrew my king, but the engine is suggesting my opponent plays this move. What is that move? If my opponent had played this move, can't I just capture here? What is that? Let's say I capture here. What is the problem here? Trying to see. Let's quickly see the continuation. The engine is suggesting my opponent sacks in knight, but the position is dead equal, guys. Oh, opponent can go here. Oh my goodness, my queen is trapped. Look at that, guys. That is crazy stuff. My queen is trapped. There's no easy way to get my queen off. Maybe I have to play this move. And it looks like my opponent is going to play this move. And my queen is gone. My queen is just gone. Yes, my queen would be gone. But my opponent did not find that. Instead, opponent strike me. I moved away. and opponent offered a trade. I quickly traded the pieces, and then I tried to activate my knight. The knight was blocking my bishop, the bishop vision of this square. So I moved here, and then I moved here trying to protect this so I can move this if I have to. And after my opponent retreated back, I was surprised. Why are you playing that move? I just tried to connect my rook, and then I push pawn forward here, which the engine is frowning out. And then I captured here. And after I move like this, don't tell me this move works immediately. It doesn't, because I will be losing this knight. So I move my knight away, and then I strike with this move. Opponent's rook is trapped. Opponent plays this move. I hit the rook again. Opponent went here. I captured here. And after this capture, I offered my opponent a queen trade. And opponent did not decline the queen trade, but opponent is saying to capture is a mistake. Opponent wants me to capture, but guys, I am up material, so I'm definitely capturing and trading everything I can trade. I traded there, brought my bishop back, and after a few moves, I grabbed myself a pawn again. I made sure to defend this pawn, and my knight is already defended, so that's not a knight I'm worried about. And then I moved the knight away, grab myself this bishop, move my bishop away. I see my opponent cheating me with this piece, with this move, and I was thinking, what do I do? Well, I just retreated the bishop back. If opponent wants to capture, be my guest. The more pieces leaving the board, the happier I am. Opponent decided to go for my pawn, and after that, I push pawn forward. And then I offered my opponent a trade that they cannot decline. The only way to decline the trade is to go here, because the rook can't move into any of these squares. And if opponent moves in any of these files, I just capture. If opponent captures here, I'm happy to recapture. So opponent plays this move. And after opponent plays this move, I realize that if I go for this pin, opponent can capture here. And if I capture the knight, opponent just captures here. And opponent is saying, bro, thank you. But I realize, bro, justice, you are completely winning. Why not just allow the trade? So I allowed the trade, and after this move, I just captured here, push my pawn forward, and after this trade, opponent smash the resign button. If you have made it this far into the video, do not forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this.